single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make.
Hello and welcome to justcomparecars.com. My name is James and today I'm going to be doing a walk around video of this 2017 67 plate Ford Ranger 3.2 TDCI 200 Wildtrak Auto. It's done just 27,000 miles and it's got full service history. Okay, so we've been doing these walk around videos for quite a while now and we find them to be very popular because it mainly means you get to view the vehicle from the safety and comfort of your own home, but as if you were here today in person. As I go around the vehicle with you, we'll look at all the panels individually, looking for any marks, any scratches or any dints. I'll look at the wheels and the tyres with you. We'll have a look in the back, we'll have a look at the roller shutter, then we'll have a look inside, looking at the seats and the functionality. I'll even tell you what it smells like inside. When we've done that, we'll pop the bonnet, have a look at the engine, and finally we'll have a look underneath at the underside of the engine, the chassis, and of course the spare wheel. Now, once you've watched the video, if you're happy with what you see and you'd like to buy it, a small deposit will secure it, and we can pretty much deliver it anywhere you need it to get to. If you're looking to finance a truck, we can go through an application with you. We'll always ask you for a deposit to cover the VAT. In some rare instances, we can look to get around that, but that will depend on you and your credit history. An application takes about 5 minutes, and we can usually get you a decision within about an hour. If you're here on site, you could usually drive it away the same day. Another thing worth mentioning, if you watch a video and you think I've missed something, or if you'd like to see something in a bit more detail, please just ask. I'll happily do that for you. Right, let's start with the bonnet and then we can work our way around from there. This has literally just arrived this morning, and as you can see, it's in fantastic condition. The joys of Derbyshire weather, get rid of the leaf. It's in fantastic condition. The bonnet's in great condition. You can see, obviously it's got the bib, which protects it from stone chips, so it goes without saying it's in nice clean condition. Driver's side headlight, as you can see, there's no misting or cracking, everything's nice and clean, and that goes the same for the front bumper. Noticing obviously it's got front parking sensors, it's got the larger FORD front grille and badge, and also the passenger side headlights in great condition as well. There's nothing really to point out in regards to any sort of damage. Everything looks really nice and clean. Obviously there'll be a couple of stone chips, but nothing really serious at all, and there's certainly nothing that's sticking out. So onto the passenger side front wing, and again you can see it's really nice and clean and it's in fantastic condition with no obvious damage. Passenger side front wheel and tyre, the wheel's in great condition, there's no damage at all. It's a Continental tyre, and I would guess that there's approximately 6 or 7 millimetres of tread. Windscreen is in nice clean condition, I can't see any stone chips or cracks. Passenger side headlight and passenger side wing mirror, nice and clean, no damage, both sides. Right, so let's go over the pillars first. And as you can see, there's no marks or dints and there's no scratches. Everything looks nice and clean. Passenger side of the roof, again, everything looks nice and clean and there's no obvious damage. Right, so obviously on the passenger side, I always like to look at the gaps first. We can see that there's no unusual gaps. Everything looks nice and clean. There's no signs of any historic paint and everything looks in really nice clean condition. Right, so let's go down the side. And as you can see, there's no nasty marks or dints that are obvious. Obviously we will inspect it a little bit closer in a second. And the side step's in nice clean condition as well. There is actually a small dint here I've just noticed, down by the bottom of the door, just there. It's not serious, but obviously it is there. And as you can see, it isn't easy to spot. Onto the rear quarter. And again, it's in nice clean condition and free from damage. Passenger side rear wheel and tyre, wheels in great condition. It's a Continental tyre and it's approximately 6 mm of tread. So the Wildtrak spoiler, as you can see, is in nice clean condition. There's no damage. Everything looks spot on. Passenger side rear tail light is in nice clean condition. There is a tiny little scuff on it, but it's not cracked and it's not damaged. And as you can see, there's no misting in there at all. Rear bumper, is in nice condition, but there are a few marks. There's one there, there's one there, and there's a couple there as well. Nothing serious, but they are there. There's a tow bar, and it's the newer style electrics with an adapter showing to the old one. Obviously these will tow 3.5 tons, no issues. Tailgate is in nice clean condition and it's free from damage. There's no obvious marks or dents, apart from on the leading edge. There's a little tiny chip there. Obviously someone's loaded something in, unfortunately, and damaged something. There is a red rock roll and lock. Let's open that. And there we go. And it's got the added bonus of the bed slide, which I don't know. Oh, there we go. So, what you would use that for, only you could tell me, I expect. Tools or something. In the back, it's nice and clean. And as you can see, it's obviously been looked after. Nice solid piece of kit for whatever you use it for, and obviously that's all in there anyway. Let's lift that up. So obviously you can see that the roll and lock's in nice clean condition and it's fully operational and the locks work. Nice contrast in black as well, which looks great. Right, so onto the driver's side. Tail light is in nice clean condition, there's no damage. Onto the rear quarter. And again, you can see there's no obvious marks or damage. Everything looks really nice and clean. There's a tiny little mark. Oh no, it's not, is it? It's coming off. There's a tiny little mark there, I think. I think it's coming off though. And there's a couple of tiny stone chips there. Other than that, nothing. Driver's side rear wheel and tyre. Wheels in great condition, as you can see. It's a matching Continental tyre and matching tread to the opposite side. Wildtrak spoiler. This side is again in great condition. There's no damage. Let's go over the pillars first. And as you can see, the pillars are in nice clean condition, there's no damage. And the same for the roof. Let's have a look at the gaps again. Gaps are again spot on, nothing out of place. No obvious signs of any historic paint. Everything looks really nice and clean. So let's go down the side. And no obvious marks or dents, but obviously we will look a little bit closer in a second. And that's in really nice clean condition. There's a little tiny dent there. I think you'd struggle to see that usually. The very leading edge of the door, there's a tiny little piece of paint missing. Just normal stuff. Driver's side mirror, nice and clean, no damage, both sides. And onto the driver's side front wing finally. And again, everything's in really nice clean condition, there's no damage. So final wheel and tyre, driver's side, wheels in great condition. It's a matching Continental tyre, so it's a full set of Continentals all round. And the tread depth is matching to the opposite side. Right, so let's have a look inside. Driver's door card is nice and clean, it's free from damage. Switch those lights off. There's a couple of little scuffs, nothing serious. On the driver's armrest, you've got your electric windows ×4, your window lock, and then up above is your door locks. Driver's seat is fully electric. Bolsters are very firm. Obviously, it's got an exceptionally low mileage. Everything's really very nice and clean, as are all the materials. Seat's fully functional. It goes forwards, backwards. You can bring it up and down. And of course the backrest will go forwards and backwards as well. Quite nice to see. This panel here isn't cracked. 99% of the time you'll find that they are cracked. So that's obviously been really very well cared for. It's got overmats all round and all the carpets are in nice clean condition. Let me just get in. So there are 2 full-size keys, and then obviously keys for the roll and lock as well. Just put this seat back a little bit. Start straight away, no issues. As you can see on the dashboard, there's no warning lights, just obviously the handbrake. Just turn that down. Michael Jackson, as good as he is, I can't be listening to that. Steering wheel is in nice clean condition, and there's a little tiny bit of fading on the leather on the right hand side, but nothing else. There's no stitching missing, everything looks nice and clean. The dashboard again is very clean and it's free from any damage, and that goes for saying all round. Roof lining again is really very nice and clean. There's no obvious marks or damage. Obviously all the service history is here and intact. Obviously it is full Ford service history, so obviously it goes without saying it's been well maintained. Passenger seat, bolsters feel like brand new, and the materials look very clean. Obviously these vehicles do tend to be owned by directors' vehicles and they're used as such. Necessarily no one usually sits in them, but yeah, as I say, it goes without saying it's very, very clean. Right, so onto the steering wheel. The right hand side, this part here controls this part of the screen here, and you've got lots of different functionality on there. Lower part is your cruise control. So for instance on that one, you can, as you can see, you've got your display modes, your trip computer, your fuel economy, everything that's on there that you would ever need, and it's all there. Left hand side, basically the same principle. This one controls this part, and then the lower part is your media center, your volume, voice command, mute. You can skip tracks, and you can also answer your phone and hang up from there as well. Right, so onto the media center. Let's start with the reversing camera. As you can see, it's a decent sized screen and it's nice and clear. There's no edging on the screen. Obviously the camera works perfectly. Also to notice is on the top right hand corner you've got your picture of your vehicle, and you won't see it at the moment, but there's a fan, and that will show you front and rear parking sensors as well. Nice and clear, dead easy to use. The home screen is here, looks as it is. So on the left hand side is your map, radio station, or your media that you're playing is on the top right. Your phone will be there, heated seats, which we'll try while we're here. Arguably, I think it's the best media center in a pickup truck that's currently available, because it will work in exactly the same way as your phone. It's extremely quick, it works in the same way. You can pinch it in and zoom it out, and it works very quickly and nice and smooth. As I say, I do these a lot. It is the best system that there is. Heated seats work, by the way. I'm switching them off. Let's have a quick look at audio. So obviously you've got DAB, FM, AM, you've got CD play, and you've got also Bluetooth audio. It's a pre-populated DAB stations for where you are, and obviously you can have your preset ones on there. You've got 3 blocks for that. Climate control, let's bring that down to low. Air conditioning's on. Let's change it to that. And I can tell you that the air conditioning definitely works. It's got that bite to it and it's instant. Let's switch that off, it's far too cold for that today. You pay your phone from there. Right, so obviously the media center, it's the later style one with Wi-Fi and Apple and Android Play, and of course you've got ambient lighting all around as well, and you've got those different options for your lights. It's switchable 4-wheel drive. Down below, I think it's always wise to stop, pop it into park, and then twist it over. You've got 2 USBs down here, 12-volt sockets, cup holders in the front, your armrest, and inside your armrest you've also got a little fan in there. So if it's nice and warm or cold and you want to put something in there and keep it either cool or warm, you can open the vent, and whatever is happening in on your heating system will work in there as well. Right, switch that off. Down by your right knee, you can have it automatic lights if you want. Canopy hood with light, electric folding mirrors, and also your mirror control as well. It's a 6-speed automatic gearbox, 30-ish miles per gallon, going to depend on you. Let's have a look in the back. So just while we're here, let's pop the bonnet, which is there. So back seats, door card's really nice and clean condition. Seats are in nice clean condition as well. There is a little black mark on that seat for some reason, don't know why. It is there though. To be honest with you, the seats actually don't really look like they've been used very much at all, if at all. Seats come up, you can pull this little tab and lift those up, and then down below you've got 2 cubby holes, and then if you lift this tab here and pull it forwards, all your tools and your tool roll and your jack and everything is under there. Let's have a look under the bonnet. A little bit easier to do these one-handed because it's on a pneumatic system. So worth mentioning again, and I know I've said it twice, full Ford service history. It goes without saying it's been really well looked after. As you can see, all the fluids are clean and to the correct levels. But also beyond that, genuine Ford battery. Belts are in great condition. Turbo unit, you can see there's no signs of any oily residue around it. There's no signs of any historic oil leaks. Everything's in really nice, clean condition. Right, so we're nearly there. Let's have a quick look underneath. And again, you can see there's no signs of any historic oil leaks. The chassis is in nice, clean condition. And the rear diff is nice and clean and free from any oily residue. Spare wheel, I think, is an alloy, and it's got a decent tyre on it. Okay, so hopefully I've shown you everything that you would need to see if you were here in person, and probably a little bit more. I'd rather show you too much than not enough though. But for the moment, thanks for watching and sticking with me. I really appreciate it. But for now, I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you. Bye-bye.